Hi, this is Todd Ahern, Grand Canyon University graduate student. This afternoon I'm going to discuss Read 180. Read 180 is a reading program that is being used in my school district by the ELL department and English department. In the fall of 2018, my district will begin using the program in their special education department. In this audio recording, I'm going to give descriptive information about Read 180. How Read 180 is used in the classroom, including describing the way it uses neurological findings about how the brain reads. Specifics of Read 180, training required for the teachers, how much it's all going to cost, and brief evidence if it works. So let's go ahead and get into the descriptive information. Read 180 is a comprehensive system of curriculum, instruction, assessment, and professional development to raise reading achievement of struggling readers. It integrates principles of cognition and learning with practices for instructional effectiveness for older struggling readers. The model facilitates a blended model of instruction with clear organization for the classroom. It uses adaptive technology to individualize instruction for students and provide powerful data for differentiation to teachers. Pretty much how it goes, how he scores higher, the program gets harder. If they're struggling, then they're going to lower the reading and the comprehension and other aspects of it. It is respectful of all students. It's available in 3 stages with age-appropriate content, which is something that I've always struggled with as a high school teacher. Stage A, grades 4 through 6. Stage B, grades 6 through 8. And Stage C, grades 9 and up. How are we going to use it? Well, as I said, it's intended for grades 4 through high school. It is designed for students with disabilities, English language learners, and those students who are at risk of academic failure. Pretty much students who who are about a grade level below on their Lexile scores. This is good stuff here. Any student, the academic areas of focus are reading. It utilizes 4 key characteristics about how the brain learns to read. These are the key parts that it uses, including phonological awareness. We all know that that's the ability to recognize that sentences are composed of words, words are composed of syllables, and syllables are composed of onsets and rhymes that can be broken down into phonemes. Read 180s also has the alphabetical principle, phonics, and includes word study. The alphabetical principle describes the understanding that spoken words are made up of phonemes and that the phonemes are represented in written text as letters. The system of using letters to represent phonemes is very efficient in that a small number of letters can be used to write a very large number of words. Matching just a few letters on a page to their sounds in speech enables the reader to recognize many printed words. Phonics. I love me some phonics. Is an instructional approach that builds on the alphabetical principle and associates letters with sounds and written words. These are all the things that needs to be in a reading program for the brain to recognize how to read. I'm going to go ahead and continue. Comprehension is also in Read 180. We all know that comprehension is an interactive process that begins with identifying words by using knowledge outside of text, attaching word meaning and context, recognizing grammatical structures, drawing inferences, and monitoring oneself to ensure the text is making sense. The brain, when it sees a word that has several meanings, it needs to select the one that makes the sense in context. We all know that the English language is very complex, and there's a lot of different meanings for a lot of different words, and it all depends on their context. Fluency is also addressed in Read 180. We all know it's the ability to read a text orally with speed, accuracy, proper expression. Children who lack fluency, they read soullessly and laboriously. It's their job. Oh my gosh, this is so hard, often making it difficult for them to remember what has been read. This fluency is worked on throughout of the Read 180 process. Vocabulary. How can you read if you don't understand the words? You're not going to be able to comprehend it. This helps the brain learn as well. They usually process a word in their mental dictionary in order to recognize it in print. Children know the meanings of words indirectly, whether it's through TV, whether it's through their everyday experience with conversations or with written language. They can learn words directly or indirectly, whether they're explicitly taught or their learning strategies. Read 180's direct instruction is particularly effective for teaching difficult words representing complex concepts that are not part of the children's everyday experiences. So those four major aspects, like I said before, are all characteristics that help the brain learn to read. It's the things that they need to learn to read, those four. And then Read 180 has all of them. It also has spelling, which is great. Handwriting, which is a lost art, in my opinion. Sentence construction, planning what you're going to write, and then you're going to revise it. So you're going to be using the 7 conventions of writing that seems to been lost in at least the reading instruction that I have. You know, the ideas, organization, the voice, your word choice, your presentation, the conventions, and your sentence fluency in your writing. Something that I have not seen in a good reading program for students with disabilities. Little facts about Read 180. It is currently used in all 50 states and in over 40,000 classrooms. And that there are over 1 million active students currently using Read 180. All right, well, let's talk about the specifics of it. Like I said, it's designed for English language learners, students who are at risk, and students with disabilities. This is the part that I really like. It is designed for individuality and small groups. Yay! No whole group instruction. I mean, there is, but not a lecture. The class size for Read 180 should be about 15 to 24 students with 3 small groups of 5 to 8 students. There's time for individual work, there's times for small group work, and then there's also time to be working on the computer. Read 180 takes about 90 minutes per session, so per class period, so you're probably going to want to do it in a 2-hour block with a recommended 5 sessions per week. Okay, so let's talk about training. How am I going to get trained for this? Well, actually, in a few weeks, I'm going to go get trained for this, June 5th. The program requires training for instructors over the course of a few days. The Scholastic people are going to come in and they're going to train you. They provide comprehensive professional development, and it will continue throughout the year.